Alrighty, good evening everybody. Let's get this transitioned over. There we go. Hopefully you can see me, or you will be able to in a second. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me already. I think we're all working. It's been a while since I streamed on my channel. I've been streaming a lot on the Racing Games channel. But I think if I move into the right spot here, there we go. I think we're live. Everything should be working. Awesome. I'm getting thumbs up from the little helper as well. Fantastic. Okay. Oh god, everything is going weird. There we go. Hello. Welcome back to Wild Realms. I am, of course, M4J. This week, here in the zoo, we are finally finishing off these pesky islands. Do you remember last week we finished redoing the lions here? And in fact, I think there's a lion talk going on right now. There we go. Which may or may not have... I mean, there's trash on the ground here. We should probably do something about that. Game. Oh, she just hoiked some meat over the fence there. So they're probably going to come eat that. Don't know what happened with the game there. Yeah, hopefully things run smooth. We'll find out at some point. I love this though. I do love like the interaction, the fact that guests talk to the educator. Got their name. It is difficult to get people here right now. Still have to find an attraction to get people in. Also, I mean that path there looks freaking awful. The other thing I was going to talk about was in here. I think my solution to the path problem here was going to be to move this wall this way, or at least add another wall here, and just have this. Oops. As a little closed off area where people can just go in and get their drinks and their food and then leave again. He's having a good time looking at the lions. There are no lions in here. What's he looking at? Oh, this one, maybe. I don't know. We got 3 lions still, at least. Jules Rimet still gleaming. The talk's over. Lions might come around and eat all that stuff, but that's not what we're here today for. Hyenas also down here. They are still, I believe... Well, they have now moved. Last time I checked... Oh, there's one. Is that a little one? I think that's a little one. I think we've had we've had a little one already. Wow. We'll call the mechanic over here as well, because that barrier is falling apart. But yes, today we are finishing off Land of the Apes, which is over here. So far we've got lemurs, we've got gorillas, and we've got chimps. This chimp area here, I was going to redo it, but I don't really know how. I could make this just a null barrier still and build a manual one. But for the most part, I mean, there are chimps in here. How many chimps do we have now? 6. I think there is still some infighting going on. The big problem is too many males. Do I want to breed my chimps? Probably not. I think if we had a breeding pair, then I would do it, but otherwise, no. But today, as I said, we are finishing off. Let's do habitat. Continent, Africa, and then conservation, don't care. Right now we want some bonobos, and we want some mandrills, which are here. Now mandrills, I was Googling this earlier, and I might see if I can find it again. There's a really, really awesome website. I'm just trying to get it up on my screen now. Planet Zoopedia. It's a really, really cool website. I might pin it in my bookmarks here, actually, so I can actually find it again. Where are we? There we are. Where you can choose an animal, and it will tell you what animals that can cohabit with. So, for example, if I was to choose the bonobo, which is there. Oh, of course the bonobo isn't one. The mandrill, though. If I was to go choose the mandrill, which you can do there. So the mandrills can cohabit with African buffalo, African elephant, Aldebaran giant tortoise, Baird's tapir, common ostrich, common warthog, Galapagos giant tortoise, gemsbok, gharial, Indian elephant, Indian peafowl, Indian rhinoceros, Nile monitor, plains zebra, pronghorn antelope, reticulated giraffe, ring-tailed lemur, sable antelope, and springbok. And it can cohabit with all of those without there being any problems. Now, the game doesn't tell you that. The game restricts it to what any species that it will benefit from sharing space with. But that's really handy information to know when it comes to planning out habitats. So, for example, I now know that if I was to grab... So, bonobos have to live solo. So, I think this island here will be bonobos. But this island, which is slightly bigger, we could stick some mandrills on it. And we can also have other species too. So this is going to be our bonobo island. So we're going to get this one kitted out now. In terms of barriers, this is going to be relatively easy. So we're going to have a little shore side bit here, which I am going to build null barriers for. How we're going to get a staff path up here? Actually, yeah, I think I do know. So that's fine. And then, yeah, here we're going to go down like this. And then you are going to connect like so. And then on this side, we're going to build it out like this. And I think here we'll just go along like so. Into the water. And around inside the water. Like this. Lovely stuff. Oh, is that Tom? With his resub. Tends to be around this time of month. If it is, thank you very much, Tom. Get that connected up there. And then we want a... There's a question. Hang on, let me just check what that was first. That was Tom. Streak keeps on growing. 15 months in a row, 44 total. Yeah, still not sure what happened with that one that was missing. No explanation for that one still. And also, good evening. So yeah, this is bonobos. So if I grab the bonobo, you need grade 3 climb proof. Water 6 meters wide, 2 meters deep, which I believe we've got. You have a climbing requirement as well. We'll fix that in a second. As for this, I believe with mandrills it said no more than 1 male. This it says up to 3, potentially. Up to 7 males, up to 7 females. But let's say we had like 6. Okay, 1030, and we need a grade 3 climb proof barrier, which we could probably achieve. I might just put a normal habitat gate in, like so. Now there is going to be a main pathway from here that's going to come around this way, and there'll be a big viewing area here for the bonobo, and then round here there'll be a big viewing area for the mandrills, and it'll basically be a one-way system here. So this is fine to connect up like this, and then we're going to call you Bonobo Island. Like that. And we're going to spell it correctly. Yes, we are. Good stuff. So we can fit 3 times as many bonobos as I would like to in here, which is absolutely great. We can also build a custom bridge over here like we do a lot. In terms of custom bridge, that's the wrong thing. I think we're just going to keep it simple again, to be honest, and go with theme African. And we'll just build a wooden bridge again, because it's nice and easy. We could go with thatched. Put a thatched roof on top of it, I suppose. That's the other thing. So this area here could be their sleepy house. And then we build a bridge from that across to the island, and that would be where they eat and all that good stuff. And I actually quite like that idea. So for that to work, I need to grab this post here and move it. Can I do that? Here's a question. So I think... Can I just grab one post? Yeah, no. 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 That's not what I wanted to do. I suppose I could just build it level with that, but I don't want to do that. I want to build it parallel with this. So if I was to do that and then build this, yeah, more like that. There we go. And then yeah, construction wise, if we go walls, and if we choose the log wall here, turn it like this, hope it's the right way round. It never is, but it is what it is. Scooch. Oops. That's not the right one. That's the right one. I can't see what I'm doing. The light. The light, guys. It's always the light. I see too much of the light and it burns. I think that's fine as a starting point. Yes, and it's the right way round too, which is exceptionally rare. So yeah, for this section here of the building, we don't need to worry about... Whoops. We don't need to worry about if it lines up the barrier, because we'll move the barrier to line up with the building in a second. We'll do something like this. And then we'll go like that. And then this is going to be our lovely... Oh, wait. Sorry. This is going to be our lovely bonobo bridge. I love the reflection there. To the point where I genuinely thought for a minute that that was actually... the fan. Oh, hang on. I can turn that off. There we go. I'll turn this one on. I've forgotten what I was going to say now. That's good, isn't it? I thought that was part of the building. That was it. I thought I'd misclicked. I suppose I could do this and then just lower the terrain. Or just have it where the land slopes down. That there's a floor for them to actually stand on. That's another way of doing it. There we go, and that bit. Come on, there we are. And then here, across, 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 and across. And again, we could do a little bit of terraforming there just to make that the right height. As for the roof here then, I mean, we could make this building look a little more interesting, couldn't we? Like, this corner here we could remove. And have it more like... nope. More like this. Why has that gone wrong? There we go. And then we can do some fancy stuff with the roof here. I'd like the idea of a thatched roof. I think that would look nice. So if I did something like... maybe like that, actually. I mean, that should fit. No? To that one? No. What the hell does this roof go for? It's fine. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. We could do 1 meter. I like the idea of 2. Doing a 2 meter. And it needs to be a corner. Actually, that works. And that works. And obviously this one will work. And that one and that one. And then if we get the normal 2 meter pieces, one there, one there. All of those, I think they're all the right height. They look to be the right height. Cool. And then if we get the invert, which is there. Like so. And then, I mean, we could just chuck one of these on the top. If I can line it up. Or I could just go with something a bit more boring. No, not that one. Where's the flat one? There it is. We could still put some decoration on top of it, I suppose, but for now... That works. Does work. So there's our little bonobo house. It's very dark in here. We could put some heaters in here and stuff, I suppose. Habitat-wise, if we grab species and scroll down to bonobo. So what have we got? Food and water. That's relatively simple. Interesting that I can't place that. I can place it here. But interesting I can't do it closer to the door. I guess that's because there needs to be a 6-meter area, right? Inside the door. For them to drop animals and stuff like that. That actually makes sense when I think about it. Or you can place you there like that. And then a water bowl in the corner. That's a weird height. I'd do it more so it looks like it's actually sitting on the floor rather than sitting in the floor. There we go. And then beds and shelters. If we went with leaves. I kind of just want to paint this for a second first. Because again, I hate the long grass. Always gets right on my nerves. And I am tempted to just make this all a log floor. To the point where I want to remove the barrier here so I can actually do that. Right where the gate is, I think I'm going to leave that one. But the other ones, like this one here, I'm just going to move you out for a sec. Just so we can properly push this down and turn it into a proper building. There we go. So where it comes up to the wall here, that's fine. Can live with that. And yeah, this bit here we can just decorate it and make it look a little bit nicer. The lions are fighting again, which is annoying. Right, so you're going to go in this wall here. Like so. And then this one is going to go in the wall like that. And then this one is going to go in the wall like that. Did I do this one wrong? Must have. Just want to put you there. Oh. I think I see what happens. Let go first, then move the mouse. That's... Wait, what? Yeah, no. Weird. What the hell's going on here? Place you there. And now it's moved this way. I do not understand. There we go. It's now in the right spot. This one then, we're going to grab and we're going to scooch over into this piece there. That one is basically in the right spot, but I want to move it out. Is this one just moved again? Oh no. Oh, it's this. Okay. It's the slope of the land makes it look like it's in a completely different, completely different spot to where it actually is. I think the way to fix that is to have this be undulating rather than, so if I just remove you for a second. Yes, you see now it's in the ground. Like it's on the ground, sorry, not in the ground. And then join you up. That's fine. And then grab this one and now move it. There we go. And this should still be the right name. Nope, we've lost the name. That's fine. Fix that. Bonobo Island. Whoa. Anyone who's noticed, by the way, I've upped the resolution of the game a little bit just because I was tired of it looking like dirt. So I've got it on, it's not 1080 anymore, it's 1440. So it's still not 4K, but it's better than it was. I think it looks alright. I was messing around with F1 Manager earlier as well, with the resolution. And again, I think that looks better now. I've got it on high quality graphics. And it seemed to run fairly well. You'll also notice tomorrow's Transport Fever video. I spent a long time fighting that one, trying to understand why that one wouldn't work properly. And I think I've cracked it. Possibly. But still, the game looks like crap now because I've had to lower the graphics settings. Did I not drop these enough? Oh no, I know what it is. That's the floor coming through. It's heavily floored. Ha ha ha. Okay, those walls are in. Finished putting these walls in. One there. One there. One there. And then on this side. I'm sure they can't escape through these gaps, but it's for peace of mind more than anything. I could just go around and add a whole other layer underneath here. And in this section here, I might just do that again for peace of mind more than anything. There we go. And then in this section... there we go. And then grab you and you. Dupe. And place. Lovely. So yes, back to habitat. We could go with medium bedding in here, I suppose. Have I got random rotation on? Yes, I have. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. No, in. There we go. 6, 7, 8, and 9. 10, and then some smaller ones like that. Cool. Put a wall on the bridge here. I've got a new plan for this actually, which I think might look cool. Humans should be able to walk across these, which is good. You see here, the bridge is 4 long. So if I do... I was going to try and make it look like it was a suspension bridge, but I don't think that's actually going to work. But I would like to do this anyway. And then here... like that. And then maybe put some kind of supports underneath. The annoying thing is, I wish these snap to the grid. You can do position snap. But it does it like that. And it does it at a really weird... I suppose you could do it aligned to water rather than aligned to surface. There you go. If I did this and then spun it like so, lined it up properly. There we are, and then dropped it down. There. Random rotation still switched on. That explains a lot. Duplicate advanced move, stick it somewhere in this area, and then grab this pair, duplicate advanced move, and I think there. It's fine. It's close enough, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be close enough. Okay, so that's Bonobo House and Bonobo Bridge complete. We will call this Bonobo House. And again, it just looks like it was built eons ago, which it technically was, to be fair. If you think about, so obviously in the chronology of this series, it's relatively recent, but in terms of the chronology of the zoo itself, it's actually a relatively old construction. Ah, the bonobos, they like these. Are there any big ones? Yeah, large. Oh yeah, that's a good one. They're gonna have hours of fun with this. It'd be cool if I could build my own custom ones, but right now, again, just want to be lazy. We could go with a lemur climbing frame of sorts, or we could go with... There must be some large ones around here, right? No? I guess there's these. Maybe just tag small. Possibly. We'll go with one of these anyway. Now, can I recolor you? Yes. I kind of want it all to blend in with the trees. It's kind of that colour. That's pretty good. Nice. Okay, so you... Oops. You are bonobo climbing frame. Cool. And then we'll put some stuff around it. Like, I'd love to put some of these inside it as well. Especially there. If I can have one that like starts inside. Actually, I mean, that's just pretty good, isn't it? Can all my platypuses and all the other I think the red panda as well, if they could just stop inbreeding for like 1 minute, that would be great. Would really appreciate that if they just didn't do that while I got all this sorted, because that's not great. Bonobos are tropical, so if we get some African tropical trees, I mean, content is fine, I suppose, but continent Africa, biome tropical. Now, bear in mind that the viewing area for the bonobos is predominantly this side. This side here can be almost completely covered in trees. That would work well. So we go with some palm oils. Switch on random rotation again. I'll kind of just spam some trees down. If I get some taller ones, yeah, that's good. And we'll kind of just go mental with some of these. One there, and then we'll grab this height. One there, one there. Alright, I need to go sort out my platypi in a minute, because they are doing all the wrong things. Do I put the coastal stuff in? Can do. Also, if I just restrict it to plants for now, we'll put the rocks in after. There must be some bigger... I mean, there's this, I suppose. Yeah. That works. And then we got some of these ones as well that look quite nice. I've kind of blocked the way there though with that one, so I might move this one. Got to bear in mind that stuff needs to be visible from that side. I literally said it as well. Said it and then forgot it. There we are. We'll put some bushes along the front. If I turn on align to surface, that's something that like covers a lot of ground. put some rock work there actually. If I do... It's pretty good. And then another one there. And then if we get some 4-meter ones, just dot those around. Definitely need another big tree in this area. What have I got? Willows, banana plants, they're tiny. Got another fig tree there, I suppose. Yeah, that works. And then a couple of these. I didn't add it to the structure, I hope. I think we're fine. And then under here, we'll have another big one. Here we are, and then something like that, and a couple of these. Cool. Now for the willow, I'd love to put a willow by the bridge here actually. Turn off align surface. What's the biggest willow? That's a big willow. Yeah. And then we'll put another one over here. Just to cover that area. Again, this island, it all looks a little bit barren still. Definitely need to come back through here and do another pass at some point. I might not spend too much time on it today, but it really does need doing. Also, terrain-wise, this needs pulling up again. I want a fairly wide path that runs down there. But I need most of this to be smoothed out for that to work. There you go, and then along like this. And then round that way. And then here, there's going to be a nice viewing area for bonobos. And it's going to carry on this way, and then we go down to the mandrills. Which we are also going to find time for today. Excellent stuff. Okay, so I think I can place the path now through all of this. If I grab the right one, which I think was this one. Again, the paths I think are going to get a rejig around here. If I stick you there and then bring you in and connect you up. Yeah, perfect. And then you're going to run along here. I'm going to turn you this way. Or am I? I think I'll be able to. What I wanted to do is have an animal talk, but they're not going to be able to they're not going to be able to reach to throw stuff in. But I'm okay with that, to be honest. There we go, and then that'll keep going in that direction. But yeah, here we should be able to put some stands in. Does that drop down a little bit? It does, but I was going to build an artificial platform here anyway, and maybe even have a pathway that comes out and along still. So I think this is all fine. In terms of other enrichment for them then, I was going to have a tree forager down, maybe not by forage box, maybe over this side. Because again, it encourages them to actually come over to near where people would be able to see them. And then a tool puzzle feeder. Which I guess can go this way around. And then a block of frozen fruit. Where'd you put that? Over here. Cool. Toys. A mirror mobile. I'm going to avoid sprinklers. Every single one of my enclosures has sprinklers in it where they're applicable, and it does get a bit repetitive. And if they do want to hide away and play the piano, we'll just put that over there. Cool. The other thing I was going to do, so this path is going to come around here, and for guests it will be a dead end, but the staff path will loop around and connect up to this one over here, and there will be access. So for a start, the mandrill access, that's probably going to be over here actually, and there might be a mandrill house where the other species will also be able to get in and out. I was going to say something else then that was going to be really... keeper huts and stuff. I was going to put some more keeper huts and things in as well. Let's just add this. There we are. So that means keepers can get in and out of the bonobos now. One of my Nialas is about to die of old age. This still needs massive smoothing. We'll come back to that. And all of this as well. It's ugly. Again, you can see how the zoo has evolved over the weeks that I've been building it, and it is literally weeks at this point. It feels like months, but it's just weeks. There we go. It's quite a lot of landscaping going on, so the game does chug a little bit during all of that. Okay, I think we can get this added now. I'm just wondering, eventually, again, I've said this for weeks now, I might even do this off camera, connect this up and have this be the other entrance to the lemurs and also to the gorillas, of course. Is this ride working now? Seems to be. There are cars leaving with people on board. On this side of things, yeah, there's a bit of a hold up. What now? Is that a rhino? Get out of the way. Absolute bastard. Yeah. Sodding rhino holding everything up. At least the ride is still working. And I will extend this as well. I've said that before as well. This whole village here, completely going. And the plains is going to extend, and you will walk through the middle. And to be honest, all of this area is going to get rebuilt as well. This is going to become a natural, not natural bridge, sorry. This is going to become a raised, elevated section of pathway. This here is going to remain. But from here up onwards, it will slope up, over the top, and down again. So the gateway for the ride will be over here somewhere. And then this will just be one continuous habitat. There won't be any of this, you know, wall here, wall on the other side. It'll just go underneath at the first available opportunity. And then that way the plains will also be underneath the lions. I think that's the best way of doing it. Do I have people in with the lemurs right now? I do. So something else I was going to test. Apparently there are be quiet signs somewhere. What does it come under? Security maybe? Yeah, do not disturb, do not feed. And then there's security cameras and there's guest barriers and all of this stuff. So if I put a do not disturb sign, yeah, it's basically a keep quiet. I reckon one of them there. I don't see them feeding the animals, so I wouldn't say that was a huge priority, but you never know. I'm still loving this climbing frame, especially when I see, in fact there's one there, lemurs running from one side to the other. That's really satisfying. And it's a shame, so the lemurs do cohabit with the mandrills, but to get the lemurs over there, you got to get it over the gorillas and all that stuff, and it will look a little unrealistic at that point. But wouldn't it be awesome if we could have all of these cohabit and just have bridges between all the islands? That would have been amazing. Oh well. Animal trading. We want some bonobos. And I think... Oh. Never mind. I was going to say one of each, but these are terrible. We can still buy them, but they are terrible. We'll get the youngest, I guess. So we've got Limba, Zaid, or Zaid, Agechi, and Apara. We could just get Apara and Agechi. They're not the worst. And then animal storage. Send to zoo. Bonobo Island. And we'll see them move in. Hopefully everything will be good. What's going on here? So we still got the lions fighting for alpha. There's only 3 lions. Yeah, it's Thandiwi. Now Jelani. I think the problem is, so I think Tandiwi, however you say it, is their son. But he's just going to keep fighting. So Jelani, genetically, is almost at the end of his fertility. So I think what we do is Jelani and... I mean, how's Nia? Yeah, Nia's not too bad. I think we retire Jelani. And we bring in a new male. Or actually, we bring in a new female to breed with Thandiwi. Because obviously Nia is his mother. And that's wrong. So if I search now for lion. West African lion. And there we go. Adama. Adama. However you say it. And we bring her in. Good stuff. And that's how you fix that problem. Right. Hopefully the bonobos here arrive and are okay. Genuinely thought they were walking a dog then. That was their child. What weird hair. Weird hair. Also, we need something to attract people over to the penguins as well. We've got the toilets here, but there's 40 penguins and just no one cares. They might go down below to look at them, but otherwise nobody cares. Same with the hippos. We actually need to get new hippos. I was also going to extend this. And we need something else over here as well to attract people. This whole area of the zoo is a bit sort of abandoned. I know we've got the railway, but I'm also really tempted to add another form. Actually, riverboats. Yes, that was one I was going to add in. So if we extend the waterway to over here, and you'd get on a boat here, and it would bring you round... it would be like a not one way. What's the word I'm looking for? Basically, it would come round here into Asia, drop you somewhere in Asia, come over here to, I think this is Europe at this point, and then come back. It won't go all the way round the volcano, because that's what the railway does. And it'll be mostly transportation, but it will also allow you to see the animals that are in the water. Have they arrived yet? No. I'm sure they're on their way. I don't know what that keeper's doing. Just checking. Yeah. There is no animals in Bonobo Island. And where are you going now? Cleaning it? Why are you cleaning it? There's nothing in here. Literally nothing no animal has been on this island before now. So I don't know what's going on here. Oh, is that the first one arrived? Yes. Excellent. Right. Pause. Are you happy? No. You actually like... Oh, no, you don't like long grass. You like soil. That's easy. So we can put some heavy soil here. And then we can put some light soil around it. We do like short grass as well. We can fix that. So now we've got not enough short grass. Yeah, we'll come back for that one. For sure. So I'm just going to cover the whole island in soil for now. And then we'll come and do the short grass. Some of this area, in fact, you're pretty happy with that. Still do a little bit of painting. This is all soil in here too, so that's fine. Rock, you do want more rock? We can do more rock. Especially where it drops down into the water here. This can all be rock. And then it's soil in the water. That's fine. So I've seen some pictures on Reddit and Facebook and things like that where people have made this. They make like concrete walkways for the animals to go on. So like it doesn't just slope down into the water. It has like a concrete thing. I was toying with the idea of doing that, but I think ultimately I like these natural barriers, and if you build concrete it no longer becomes a natural barrier. It becomes something a bit more artificial. They're both, you know, perfectly acceptable, of course. Gonna build this here too. Although saying that, I have just said about building an artificial slope on artificial. I can't even speak. Artificial like dock thing on this side where you can stand a little bit closer to the bonobos. So maybe we end up doing something like that still. I don't know. Climbing's good. Navigable land area is good. Coverage. They actually like a lot of coverage, so the temptation is to come in and add more. In terms of traversable area, and they can get down here, but they can't escape, which is fine. And then staff traversable area. Yeah, again, they can get onto those lower bits, but they can't actually escape, which is awesome. So yeah, nature-wise, I can add some more of these things. So like here, if I turn off align to surface, but turn on align to water, I think I can put these so that they're floating. Yeah, they appear to be floating. Do we have random rotation on? Yes, we do. Excellent. I love it when a plan comes together. Because this counts as coverage, I believe. Even though they don't actually, they can't run and hide in it. It's pretty cool. And you can do some stuff. I mean, maybe not with that. Are there any other water lily looking things? There's vines. You can put some like dead tree roots and stuff in as well. That looks kind of cool. But I'm loving this stuff. Just being able to pop these in. Try and make it look a little less random, but also at the same time a little more random. It's hard. Like the placement of trees and stuff in this game, even with random rotation on, is so difficult because it doesn't matter how many times you randomly click in places, it still looks forced. Like you've deliberately placed it there for whatever reason. Oh, hello. Massive rhubarb. Excellent. Maybe not that size. Maybe we'll go with something like this. And again, if I can put this close to, but not quite blocking that bridge, that works. And we can put some more little rhubarb bits. Genuinely looks like a stage right now in a theatre, doesn't it? We could definitely put some at the bottom here. Because again, it counts towards coverage, but they can't actually run and hide in that stuff. If they want to run and hide, if they get stressed, they've got their little hidey hole, their house. But otherwise, I like the fact that they basically have to stay on show. Oh my goodness, that's massive. They have to stay on show. Oh, these are huge. Can I sneak one in? Like there. Hopefully that adds a lot to coverage. Yeah, that was like 7%. That's a massive tree. Excellent. And then we'll add some of... what are these? Century plants. And again, I think one of my problems... if I had like a macro that would just randomly place stuff, that'd be great. Or like a... I don't know, anything that isn't me. Because Because I'm way too precise. I'm not random enough when I'm placing stuff. Yeah, that was pretty good. And then sausage tree. No. More rhubarb. The mangrove apple. We can stick that in somewhere. I kind of like the idea of that sticking out of there, to be honest. That looks pretty cool. Elephant ear. Yeah. A couple of these as well. One there, one over here. Let's just go with that. That's 58%. That's pretty well covered, I would say. They've still got room to move around in and stuff like that. So with all that said and done, let's start working. Actually, let's do one more thing over here and then we can move on. So let's grab terrain, flatten to foundation. Let's just smooth out a little area here. So I think what I want actually is for the main path to go behind the viewing area. So I basically want, what size was this? 7. If I remove all this for a sec. I basically want this to do like a hard right here and go right up against the edge here. And again, we'll put foliage and stuff. So you'd never be able to tell. Here, I want it to drop down to, say, 5. 6, maybe not 5. This bit here isn't quite as flat as I wanted it. There we go. I think this needs to come out. I wanted it to be in like a curve shape. We could still do that. A bit like this. And then here, curve back in. And then at this point, if it goes up to 7 again. Actually, one more. At 6. Like that, and then here if it goes back up to 7 again and then carries on, and then here there we are. Connect up like that, and then on this side you connect up like that. That is our bonobo viewing area, and then we can put in animal talk seating. Actually, if I put you there and then try and get one next to it there and then one next to it there. That should be, yep, good view. Turn these off. Position snap rotation. Nope. There. Again, all these need recoloring as well. I'll get to that at some point. And then an animal talk, which will go here. Now, I'm wondering if they could actually... That would be cool if they could throw it across. I don't think they will be able to. But it would be awesome if they could. Bonobo. Can throw food. Excellent. I don't know how easy it would be for the bonobos to actually come and get it, but it'll be cool. Okay. Bonobos, tick. We will come back eventually and decorate all this area as well, especially this area here too. We'll put some foliage in, we'll put some rock work in. One thing I haven't done here at all is put rock work in, so that is something we'll come back and focus on. Right, on to the next one, which is the mandrills. Rafiki Island, we could call this one. So you... yeah, up to 1 male, up to 9 females. So let's assume we have like 6 mandrills. So 440, 80, grade 2 climb proof. But again, we're going to use null barriers, so won't make a difference. The house for our little Rafiki friends. So we'll have a animal talk area over here. I'm tempted to put some kind of attraction at the end here as well. What that is yet, I don't know. Could be a restaurant of sorts. Could just be a restaurant, actually. And I think we'll have a viewing area here with the main path looping around behind it. Like this. If I get it to follow sort of brown line there where it goes from brown to green. Hopefully. No. Too close to the edge. In fact, even there it's a bit too close to the edge. I think if I do it like this, and then here it will go down from 7 to 6. There we go. And then here, back up to 7. There we are. And then, see, I don't know where to put the animal talk. I think if I have like a plaza at the end here, that'd be a good spot for it. Because again, it should be able to reach over. Should be able to. Should definitely be in the keyword. So if I do a line to grid, should be able to go like that, and then, whoa, goodness, what the hell's happened there? That's not part of the plan at all. Just flatten this a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And I guess we'll be able to fit 3. Or, better thing would be if I did it like that. We'll need to do a little bit more there. There we go. Terrain too uneven. Let's do that. Then here, 90 degrees. Now it should work. Nope. Man, this game's a bitch sometimes when it comes to path placement. Let's try this. At this rate, the mandrills are just going to be able to walk over to the main land. Seriously? How is the terrain there too uneven? I don't get that. I actually genuinely don't get... It must be because of... Do you know what, though? The fact that that worked, I reckon I can do it... Yeah. Basically like this. There you are. That's how you do that. And then here, you select... Actually, I guess here, if I just do it as 6 and put it... Is that flat? I think that's flat. Flat-ish. There. And then we'll do something like that. And then that's a viewing area for mandrills and other stuff. Cool. come back to that in a second. Over here then is going to be their house. Already I'm like, how on earth do I actually incorporate this? Let's just do the enclosure itself first, and then we'll come back and worry about the rest. So you're going to come up onto dry land at this point. I suppose if I do this, we could go with like a tree type barrier. You need to be able to get the path behind. Like, it doesn't have to be walls. It can be made out of rocks. It can be made out of foliage, whatever it might be that stops them from escaping. And that'll work fine. There we are. And then we'll go with just a normal habitat gate, which we'll stick in here. Like that. Any second now the game's going to load. So you... I'm going to call you Mandrill Island anyway. Even though you're going to have more than just mandrills. And then there'll be a building that covers almost the entirety of this island, plus the pathway that's going to eventually loop around the back and connect up here. Why this actually exists, I don't know. I'm actually tempted to get rid of this, because this bridge here looks ugly as anything. But then again, we do have some transformers and stuff that we could place on here that will power stuff on these islands. So maybe it's worth keeping around. Possibly. And I did say there'd be an attraction over here of some sort as well, didn't I? Which will likely be, I think, a restaurant here that looks into the bonobo. Bonobo. I've got bonobos on the brain apparently. That looks into the enclosure. So in that case, I think we go with something a bit fancier for this building. And we could go with just metal. What comes under organic? Bamboo, mud, and just bamboo and mud. Stone. Brick walls or breeze block. It does look a little boring, but can you paint these? No. No, no, no. Or there's conservation stuff. Or there's dry stone, which Aquatica is made out of. Or there's, I mean, there's limestone. Painted brick. That's not the worst. I'll go with painted brick. For this whole build, it should work. Let's do that and then slide it into place, which is like this. Yeah. Sweet. Right, and then as for the rest of the building here, for the bridge, I think I'm going to make the bridge a separate structure. Kind of like this. So it'll come out at a jaunty angle. And then for this building here, we'll just do this. And we're going to make this just one big building. But I am going to put a glass wall across here. So the enclosure here does need to actually shrink. Which we'll do in a minute. For the restaurant entrance, I think that's going to go here. I'll sort out sort out how that's going to work. So the restaurant entrance is going to be like this. If I get rid of that and just do painted brick. There we go. So we can do an arch there. And then back to this. How long's a restaurant? It's 3 tiles, isn't it? And the bit that's going to bother me is the fact they're going to get to the end and turn right when really I need them to turn left. So I'm going to make it look like they're actually doubling back and going around, even though they're not. Something like this. And then we'll put we'll put some kind of floor down. Which we could just go with the bog standard brick floor here. Actually, let's place down the restaurant first. Make sure it's all at the right height. Guest facilities. Food stalls. Restaurant. Spin you round. Pop you down. So it is actually, that is the right height. So it's going to go there. That is actually spot on, if I do say so myself. So yeah, here at the end, whoops, whoa. At the end here where they turn right and disappear here, you can imagine they get to this point and actually turn left and like double back on themselves. That's the plan. For the barrier here, for Mandrill Island, edit barrier. So let's take this piece here and delete, and then we're going to take this piece here and we're going to shift you over like this, and then we're going to get this piece and this piece and that piece, delete this one over to here. So yeah, you're going to move into the wall like that. You're going to move into the wall like that. You're going to move into the wall like that. And then from here across like so. And then I mean, I could just leave you where you are for now, actually. Build the building first and then come back and worry about that. So, painted brick floor. Here, I suppose we could lift you up a little bit, actually. That works. Duplicate you, not once, but twice. There we go. Now this does actually feel a bit like this house for the animals side of things does actually feel a bit big. So I am actually tempted to do this and bring it up to there. Which, to be honest, if I'm going to do that, I might as well delete that bit and that bit and connect you up like that. Does this keep its name? Yeah. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit hit and miss. Dupe. There and there. Yeah, and then all of this section here is going to be for... I think that's cool. We will put something else on the roof. I don't know what. Just want to material glass. What have I got that works? We could do the panels. I mean, that does look cool, but it's a bit big. This works. I wouldn't mind doing just a... Oh, we could do... Could do it like that. So you look through and down into... Oh, I do like that. Changing the norm here. Painted brick. Back to the walls, because I've got to cover this monstrosity. Can I not put that on top? Can I also not put that next to it? Seriously? Oh, there it is. I was going to say, it must let me do it. This one as well, being funny. Hey? How weird. And then this one, we're going to swap it out for probably a square arch. Yeah, it's fine. The grass here we're going to remove as well in a minute. Now what do I do with... So the outside of the building I'm going to kind of ignore for now. I would love to add some windows in. It's like a couple of these. Maybe not on that side, but over here. Swap all these out for windows. Like so. That seems fine. If I go back to the barriers now and just move this. I'm hoping they can't climb on top of that glass bit. Not that it should matter too much, of course. So even if they can climb on it, they shouldn't be able to actually do anything after that. That does give me an idea for this section of the roof as well. I mean, that does work. Maybe do this and then do... See, I wanted to have it be like a double again over here. But that doesn't fit. I suppose what we could do is shift this over one at this height. If I click the right thing, it would help, wouldn't it? At that height, and then grab this and do... It's not the right height at all. Oh my god, the reflection off that then. Straight in my eye. Do that, and then maybe just put a vertical wall there. Which would come under glass, so I'll sort that out in a minute. That could work. And then for the roof on this section, we could just go with a flat brick roof. Keep it really boring. Like that. And like that. And then, yeah, put some glass and stone and stuff in. It works. For this section here, we could probably just go for flat stone brick again. I know it's not exciting. I know we could do better. But either that or we do... so I think we're done with this for now. We can just go with glass again. So what did I use? I used these bits, right? So we could go with just glass on top, or... what was it? That? No. What's the one I used? They're panels, so it's not those. Could just be these. I don't think it was. Hang on, let's find it again. So it's down here. It's glass modern roof. Yeah, and it's the 4-meter one. Correct? Glass modern roof, 4 meters. Yeah, so that is right. Just gotta find the right one here now. So it's glass modern. There it is. It's a panel though, so it doesn't fit. Well, there's that, which is... That's also a panel, but actually, does that snap? That one might snap. I thought we just use this. Which doesn't really work. That's a door. Glass modern wall. There we go. We got there in the end. So that goes there. It's a very weird shape, admittedly, but it does kind of look cool. That one goes there. We'll do the same on this side. Yep, and then we need... So you're off-grid. You're not right. It's also getting very dark in here. Reach the light switch. There we go. Winter is indeed coming. Where is... There it is. Go, and then one piece there, one piece there, one piece there. That doesn't fit. Here's the right one though. Yeah, it's about as good as we're going to get it. And then something to fill in these gaps. We could just stick something like that there. Doesn't really fill the gap on the side bit there. And there's all this bit here too. Might be able to find something for that. We'll come back to that. Should we put some tables in? That will be the next portico. Actually, the next portico is painting all of this so you don't see the grass through the floor anymore. There we go. That needs doing as well, but again, that's kind of an afterthought. I think it's going to be mostly soil in here anyway, so we can just go ahead and do that. No idea what I'm making this bridge out of yet. We'll find something for that too. Okay, back to this. Oh, one more thing. So the restaurant, I'm going to give it a really simple name. Let's call it Mandrills. Done. Now we can link tables from here. Place tables. And I think we won't go with booths. We will literally just go with dotted tables. Turn off position snap. I think we'll have a couple in the shade over here. But for the most part, I want them to be placed in such a way that you can actually see the animals. No idea how many we've placed. I'm pretty sure it's less than 20 though. We'll stick another one there. Another one there. One there. Oh my god, this is so random. here I feel like needs to be moved. A bit more there. And this one can be moved a bit more there. And then this one can come down this way a little bit more. Like that. There we go. Mandrills. Link tables. Okay. Select nearest. Well, it's within 20. Was it 18 it said there? It's pretty good counting if that is the case. If I move this now, does it unlink it? I hope it doesn't. Again, these tables, they're very randomly spaced. But I guess it's fine. I'm probably going to hate every single aspect of that, but I think it's fine. Right, roof. Painted brick. Turn that off. If I was to place these flat, like so, that does actually do a pretty good job. Let's do this side first. Oops. Again. Building definitely needs more character added to it, but for the most part, it's not bad. It's not bad. I've seen way worse. Mandrill house. I almost feel like this needs to be moved now, probably round the back. But I guess it's fine. Doesn't need to be a secret, does it? Right, go to that. What do I make this one out of? Do a thatched or a mud? Again, not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Scooch this across. So you are Mandrill Bridge. Does it need to be this wide? I think the answer is no. I think we can actually make it one wide. And then use... I don't know. I think we'll make it too wide. Better be safe than sorry, right? And then for the side here, keep it nice and simple. Because again, it's not just mandrills living here, is there? There's going to be other things too. I've also just been given a 5-minute warning, so we will be wrapping up things very, very soon. Which I know we're not quite finished here yet, but we're pretty close. We're pretty close, and anything I don't get done on camera now, we can finish off camera, and then we can just move on to something else next time. It's always the great thing about this game. There's always something else to move on to. we go. So the mandrills can pass the Galapagos tortoises or whatever else it is we stick on here. Again, if I remind myself. So if I go mandrills, I think we can have mandrills, warthogs, and giant tortoises on here. Maybe Nile monitors as well, although I kind of want those down by the water side. So I think, yeah, mandrills, warthogs, and giant tortoises. That's a good mix. That's a very good mix. So there we go. They can get on and off the island now. So if we go habitat, clear that. Species, we'll do mandrill first. So I imagine they're going to want climbing frames and all sorts, right? Yes, they are. So if we go for a medium brachiation frame, and we put that like here, and then if I get a small one as well, and that can go, say, over here. Sweet. And then, I mean, a large one would have been good for this too, but I think I might even end up just building my own in the end. I don't know. Tree wise, I think we'll come back to that. We'll put some drums in. Again, I've got to remember the viewing area is over here, so whatever I do, it needs to bring up. Put a massive feeding area right there. A water trough we can stick over here. Beds and shelters. Do some bedding. I'm hoping the warthog does the same thing. Sleeps on the same thing, that is. Stick some medium ones down. Like that. We'll put some large ones down in the middle of these. And then maybe dot some small ones around as well. Something like this. We'll also put some food bits in here too. Bear in mind there's multiple species living in here, so we're going to have to make sure they're all happy. So yeah, enrichment items. Block of frozen fruit. That sounds like a good one. That can go there. And then I do it every time, but cardboard box. Sure. Now we need the common warthog. So you are actually somewhat similar. For food. Oh, it would have been lovely if that worked. Come on. There we go. And a little water bowl. Seriously. Fine. Let's do that. I'd love it if I could put the pump stand in here as well, but alas, no. Beds and shelters. So you like jetties. Does that mean you can swim? That's one thing I didn't check. No, you can't swim, but you do like a jetty of sorts, which means if I was able to place you like that, you shouldn't be able to escape, but it's something. I have a horrible feeling they can actually escape from here, in which case we will move them out immediately. Forage box. Stick you down there. Some scratching trees, that's fine. Some wind chimes as well, which is always nice. Stick those there. Let's try that again. Sure. That works. Scent marker. Or mud bath as well. Let's put the mud bath under that. And then, yeah, some scent markers. One there. One there. Fruit spike tree. I feel like that's something that can go next to that. And a barrel feeder can go here. Okie dokie. Nothing climbable for them. Heaters and coolers, I think we can ignore that for now. And then the other thing I said was the Aldabra giant tortoise. Which is that. So in terms of food and water, you like big troughs and you cannot lie. So we'll do something like this. I don't like the way that's happened, but we can fix that. That's fine. Beds and shelters. Yeah, you all have the same bedding. And then enrichment. Actually very similar. Fruit spike, frozen fruit, ducks, balls, all that good stuff. Maybe we'll just put a little duck inside for some of these as well, if I can fit them in. Yeah, one there. Oh, one over there would have been good. One. Ah, there. That works. And some sprinklers would have been good too, but I think people will get wet. Because I think it will go through. Actually, it might not, but still. Alrighty, folks. That's going to do it for tonight. I know I haven't put trees or anything on here yet, or put the animal talk stuff in here either, but we'll have to come back and do that some other time. I think what I want to do is split this into 3. One part will be for mandrills, that'll probably be this bit, and then maybe a path here, a little one here for the tortoises, and then this bit here, I might have another section for the warthogs. I don't know yet. I don't know. It'd be cool if you could have one talk cover all 3. I know people have been requesting that online, but alas, not yet, it seems. I'm going to plant all this up, paint it all, make it look nice. But otherwise, yeah, I'm really happy with how this is looking. The old land of the apes. This is the last bit of the puzzle completed. We have still got to put a lot of decoration down here. Don't forget there's a river running through this gap here as well. One other thing I wanted to do, it might come from here, is extend this water under, make it look like it's going under a bridge, and then have a waterfall that comes down into this river, and try and connect all of these like water bodies up to one another. I think that'll look really cool too. Plus I'm going to complete the lemur bridge and the gorilla bridge and all that stuff as well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you enjoyed the series so far. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes, feedback on these episodes, all that good stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button, it really helps me out. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to hit the follow button, that also really helps me out. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your evenings, enjoy the rest of your weeks, and until next time, gotta get the right button here, I will see you soon.